Hi, Sunflower and Bloomer, and welcome to this video where we will be chatting about Stoicism and how to apply it to overcome perfectionism. I am currently now in Dubai and have got a beautiful view of the skyscrapers and the ocean as well. I'm so grateful to be here and I'm so excited to be making this video from here. The other day I went to a store which sold different cards and I came across this one called Stoicism. So, Stoicism, find serenity and strength in a difficult world. And something kind of nudged me to purchase it, as there were several quotes in there that resonated with me and that I thought actually is really beneficial to apply when you are to overcome perfectionism or bloom beyond it, like I say. So if you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where we basically dedicate the videos to be able to really support you in creating a life and business of freedom from perfectionism with the power of the subconscious mind. So working with your subconscious mind to rewire your mind to basically show up in a bright, brave, and balanced way. And from a place of knowing that you are a sunflower, you are a bloomer, you have light within you that is there to shine. And the only thing that we really need to address is the perfectionism and the conditioning that comes with that is blocking that from really shining through. So I have picked 4 cards now from this deck. All right. So here we've got the different cards that I was kind of selecting from. And there are basically different kinds of quotes, again, from Stoics. So the Stoic philosophy is really helpful to apply to your life and your business when you are to overcome perfectionism. So here's the first one. Nothing happens to anyone that he can't endure. Marcus Aurelius. So, like you can say here, it then here says, the purpose of Stoicism is to help us recognize the reserves of resilience we possess. Although we often feel weak and fragile in anticipation of problems and fear being unable to cope, the truth is that each of us is fitted by what the Stoics called nature, with extraordinary ways of enduring difficulties. We could cope with having only one leg, with being exiled, with losing our employment, and even ultimately with having to die. People do it every day, after all. We should take courage from our innate ability to persevere, no matter how great our trials. So what I love about this quote right here, where it says, nothing happens to anyone that he can't endure, the reason I'm addressing this is because I want you to know that the subconscious mind will never bring anything up to your conscious mind that you can't deal with. Your subconscious mind will bring up fears, bring up different things from the past to be resolved for you to actually overcome it, because the subconscious mind knows that you're now ready to handle it. So that is why I wanted to bring this up. And it also says here, right, that you have immense resilience. So being able to trust that you have the resilience to cope with whatever comes your way. There's no need to, think that there's a perfect solution here, that you have to do things a certain way. In fact, what it is that you already possess has created more resilience within you. What you've gone through already has created more resilience within you. So it's all about trusting that you can face whatever comes your way. Also face both the unknown and also face, what you might call failure or success. A lot of high performers with perfectionism think in that way, like failures and success, when in fact it's really just the unknown. Whether it's what you perceive to be a failure or success, both of that is just the unknown. So what we're really doing and what I really support you with, and for instance, the Bloom Beyond Tribe and Bloom Beyond Perfectionism and Bloom Beyond Mastermind, is really being able to find more comfort in the discomfort of the unknown so that you no longer need these perfectionistic tendencies to cope with, like control and, attachment to outcome and all of these things. So that's That one. I love that one. Then it says here, by Seneca, to reduce your worry, you must assume that what you fear may happen is certainly going to happen. So that's that one by Seneca. And it says, we generally only glimpse horrible eventualities through clenched eyelids. Therefore, these specters maintain a constant grip on us. Instead, we should picture the worst and come to terms with it. To a friend racked with terror that he might be sent to prison, Seneca replied, prison can always be endured by someone who has correctly understood existence. The Stoics suggested we practice worst-case scenarios. We might, for example, spend a week, a year, eating only stale bread and sleeping on the kitchen floor with a single blanket, so we stop being so squeamish about one day being sacked or imprisoned. And the reason I love this one and wanted to bring that to your awareness is that many high performers with perfectionism also tend to worry a lot about what might happen or if I do this, what will happen then? And there's a sense of rumination, overthinking, and black and white thinking that consumes you and that puts you into this fear state, right? And so being able to just assume that what it is that you fear is most certainly going to happen, it sounds a little, daunting, or it sounds a little too much, but the fact is that once you can see it, you can see through it, and you can begin to bring it down from the pedestal, right, to right here and right now, and be able to deal with it from that place. So that is really, really, really powerful. What I suggest, and one of the things that I cover in the Full of Fear module in the Bloom Beyond Perfectionism program in the fall season, is fear setting. So this originally came from Tim Ferriss, who basically then suggested that you list down your fears instead of your goals. And then once you can see those fears, you can begin to see through them. And this is a Stoic philosophy-based exercise that is really helpful to overcome all the different fears that you may have, right? Furthermore, here's another one. Lay hold of today's task, and you will not need to depend so much upon tomorrow's while we are postponing life speeds by. Seneca. So, the Stoics draw our attention to life's brevity. A good life, they argued, was one in which our own end remained forever in our minds. This was not meant to cause panic or despair, but to caution us against procrastination. The Stoics felt that we procrastinate because we are scared of failing in relation to our hopes, and they wish to frighten us out of our delaying tactics with the thought that we will soon be dead. The daunting idea of death is used to help us overcome our petty fears of disappointing ourselves and give us the impetus to try. So procrastination is one of the perfectionistic tendencies that we obviously deal with a lot within the Bloom Beyond Tribe, Bloom Beyond Perfectionism Program, Bloom Beyond Mastermind, and procrastination can indeed, truly be overcome more so when you have truly contemplated your death. So contemplation of death is essential for you to really see through all the different excuses or the different resistance kind of things that come up for you regarding what it is that you really want to do or apply yourself to, right? And the things that you want to realize. Oftentimes you create resistance towards that in which you want to do, and that is what makes procrastination manifest. That's really what it is. So again, make sure to focus on today, the present moment, from one moment to the other. And from that point onwards, you are not that consumed by tomorrow and kind of putting things off into the future. You're doing things from this present moment in time, and that is also how the subconscious mind best works. It's when you speak to it in present tense. So make sure to do that. Okay, so these were a few kind of cards from this Stoicism card deck. And if you want me to do more of these, then definitely also apply to get into the Bloom Beyond tribe, which will give you a free monthly cohort to be in there so that I can better understand your current situation and desired situation as far as overcoming perfectionism, however way it applies to you, whether it's hustling, overworking, overthinking, rumination, putting things off, or that you feel stressed by all the things that you have got going on because you're a high performer, right? And being a high performer doesn't necessarily mean that you're performing in all different areas of your life in an insane way. No, it's about the fact that you have really high standards for yourself. That's what a high performer, high achiever really is. So go to bloombeyond.com/apply to join. The sunflowers and bloomers in there, the free guests, and also the paid clients, as well as myself. And we might see you on the other side. And make sure to also hit the subscribe button to make sure that you get more videos just like this and beyond. Again, bloombeyond.com/apply. And as always, stay bright, brave, and balanced.